it's your girl Anna here with another travel video for all my island hoppers and all my travelers that like to go out and make the world their playground. So today I will be talking about the beautiful Aruba and some important things that you need to know before you book your trip. Now, Aruba is one of the most beautiful places you can ever visit. It is one of those places where you just want to go and kind of just stay there forever. At least that's how I felt. So if you're thinking of going to Aruba, as it is one of the places that is rising in popularity and tourism, here's a few things that you need to note before going. Now, before we go any further, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share this video if you want to be able to have all of the cool travel tips and travel information as you're traveling the world. Subscribe to our website so you never miss a discount or an amazing flash sale or a group trip. So let's get right into it. So Aruba, there's different experiences that you can have out there. You can choose to stay in an Airbnb or stay in a resort/hotel. Now, my recommendation is that you do stay in a resort. And the reason why I say that is because I've been to Aruba twice. My first time was in an Airbnb and my second time was in a resort, and I stayed at the Barcelona Aruba. Now, the reason why I prefer to stay in a resort is simply because it has everything you need there. Now, my experience with Airbnb, it was a beautiful Airbnb. It was in an okay location. It was definitely safe, but it was far from a lot of things. So if you are staying in an Airbnb, you will need to rent a car while you're out there. Now, the first thing that we had to do, which most people will have to do when staying in an Airbnb, is go grocery shopping. So the cool thing about that type of experience is that you get to live like a local while you're in Aruba. So the grocery store was actually pretty huge. A lot of things to choose from, and they had a lot more healthy food than we have here in America. But that is one thing that we definitely had to do after we rented our car. And being that we did have that experience, we did have to drive everywhere. Whenever we needed anything, we would have to go to the store. Things weren't as easily accessible as it was when staying in a resort. Now, on the flip side, at staying in a resort and an all-inclusive at that, you don't have to worry about going and getting grocery shopping when you have all you can eat, all you can drink, as well as room service as well. So, staying at the resort, we were also on a beach, which is what I highly recommend, choosing a resort that is close to main things. Now, even though Aruba is a relatively small island and you can literally experience the whole island in the midst of a stay depending on how long you're there, staying on a beach or at a very good located resort will allow you to be able to experience things without having to do too much. So what does that mean? Well, when you're staying on a beach, you get to have a lot of people that are working on the beach, meaning that you get access to a lot of water sports as well as a lot of people selling activities that you can book right there, opposed to going somewhere else or having to book on websites like Viator, okay? Now, another thing is that when you're staying in a resort, usually you'll be able to do an all-inclusive plan, which we did at the Barcelona because that was an all-inclusive resort. But one thing that you do need to know is that there are not a lot of all-inclusive resorts in Aruba, okay? There are very slim options. However, other options may give you breakfast only, or they might throw in a few meals in there depending on what you can negotiate with the hotel. If you're looking to travel to Aruba and you don't want the hassle of planning and figuring out what you're going to do or where you should stay, make sure you click that link in the description so that we can plan that trip for you. We will handle all of your accommodations as well as your transfers and your activities as well. All you need to do is book it and go. So We Out and About is a travel company to ensure that your dream vacation comes to life. So the next thing that I want to jump into are the beautiful beaches. Guys, Aruba has the most beautiful blue clear waters that you could ever imagine. They have beaches like Baby Beach, they have Eagle Beach, they have so many beaches, and you can literally beach hop through the entirety of your stay. So if you're a person that likes to go into the ocean and the water is not super cold, at least the times that I went there, the water wasn't super cold. It was super comfortable. The sand was beautiful, and you get a different experience at each beach that you go to. So that's something to definitely put into your itinerary so that you can experience all that Aruba has to offer. One thing that is very important is to make sure, and this is a little cliche, but make sure that you have your sunscreen and your aloe vera. So some people might say, like, what does this have to do with travel? Guys, listen, Aruba was the first place that ever burnt my skin to ashes. When I tell you, my skin was peeling, my face, my shoulders, my back, and everything. So definitely make sure that you have, and the second time I went to Aruba, I made sure I had my aloe vera plant there to definitely soothe my skin, because that sun is something different, let me tell y'all. So it will burn you up out there, and that should be on a regular. Whenever you're away, you're getting in the sun, you should definitely be using sunscreen, but especially in a destination like this, because it gets very hot. But I don't complain, because I prefer summer over winter any day. Another thing to note about Aruba, it is one happy island, and that's what they say. That's what their slogan is, one happy island. Aruba, one happy island. And they definitely uphold that saying, because everyone there is absolutely happy. I cannot say in my 2 times of going there that I experienced any negativity, or any people being nasty to us as tourists or as visitors. Everyone was really nice and accommodating, and as an avid traveler, some locations you go to are just not like that. I've been to some places where people are not that inviting, but Aruba, I have to say, is really a nice place where everyone there is very nice and very kind, very welcoming, and it makes you want to go there a lot. For me, by the second time I went there, I wanted to stay out there forever. So it definitely is one happy island, and I'm not going to guarantee safety for any location, but I did feel safe both times being there, even when I was there in an Airbnb with only about 3 of us, and when I was there at a resort with about 20 plus of us. So either way, whatever type of vacation that you are trying to have, I truly believe that going there, you won't really have to worry too much about your safety. Now, overall, Aruba is a place to at least visit once in your lifetime. I know the Caribbean sometimes may seem like, not too fun to go to, or maybe a basic place to go to, but Aruba is really fun overall. You can always find something to do, whether it's beach activities, water sports, whether it's land activities, whether, it's just going out to the club and having a good time, whether it's just going out to eat, whatever type of experience that you absolutely want. So if you're looking to plan your next vacation and you're not really sure where to go, we would highly consider taking a look at Aruba, so that you can have one happy experience while you're there. Now, if you're that person that does not want to deal with your planning and your booking and getting everyone together and who's gonna pay and how they're gonna pay and sending and doing all that crazy stuff, we out and about got your back. All you have to do is book it and go. So click the link in the bio, fill out an inquiry form, and our team will do its due diligence to give you the best trip that you desire, that's tailored directly to you. If you like this travel content and you want to see more, make sure that you go and click the link in the bio. Make sure that you go and leave a comment so that we know some destinations that you would want us to visit, or even to do a review about. Also, if you love these travel tips, be sure to follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, and subscribe to our website, weoutabout.com, so that you can get automatic discounts on any of your trips, and we can guarantee the best price and the best experience for you. Thank you for watching this video, and we can't wait to see you on the next one. Stay tuned. Until next time.